Senate is, Senate deals with manenos ya county, National Assembly deals with national government matters, okay? There's what we call precincts of parliament. Precincts of parliament is places around parliament that you're supposed to behave like you're in parliament. And those will be the offices. You recently saw the president open the Bunge Towers. Bunge Towers is what you see on your behind there, that tall building. It holds offices and what we call committee rooms. Committee rooms is where committees hold their meetings. The other offices, will find them at KACC. Then behind there, that is county chamber. We also have offices there and the Continental House. So essentially, every sitting of parliament must be recorded and is actually open to the public. So that means for anything that you have to discuss, you have to sit down, there's a procedure, you start with a prayer, mnasoma minutes, alafu lazima ikuwe recorded. It's recorded on both audio, video, and transcribed, recorded, which is filed in the library. Which means that if you wanted to see what was discussed 20 years ago in Parliament, then you are able to see, because it is those archives available. So what people also don't understand, before work comes to Parliament, a lot of work happens in the committees. And that is why, for example, we chair the Finance and National Planning Committee. So this oversees all matters in pension, insurance, National Treasury, CBK, exchange rate, all those matters are oversighted by Finance Committee. If you go to Agriculture Committee, inafanya mambo ya agriculture. Ukienda kwa ICT, inafanya mambo ya ICT. So a lot of what Kenyans don't see is that a lot of work is done at the committees. So before now, the committees agree this is the report, and then they table in Parliament and comes now for discussion. Any questions so far at that point? Okay, let's proceed now.
For us to have one meeting,
So this is where the Senate is. The Senate is now, the chambers is on the left. That's where the Senate is. And they say that Senate is in session. So you cannot go past, no, you cannot get into the chambers inside where the chambers are held unless you are a senator. So that is the Senate. So up here will be the Speaker's office and the Clerk office and all those other offices. So that is the Senate. Again, Parliament, and this is Parliament's approach of why they really are great on protocol. So that this is the members' lounge. So members' lounge has a dining and where usually to a dining place. But if they are guests now like you can come and now you go on this side. So that is for the guests. So if, for example, you're coming to see a member of Parliament, that is why you go and sit. But now, beyond this point, unless now you go to a public restaurant, past this, but this now is strictly members now. This is, and the idea is to allow also members to converse, to say the things that they need to do openly and comfortably. Okay? That will be the members' lounge. And of course, in the evening, there's a bar there on the right. Again, members only, you can't get there. And this allows just members to also be human beings. When you need to eat, when you need to whatever you need to do. So that will be the members' lounge. That's why we have our lunch. But contrary to what people say, it's not free. You pay for it. So if you eat there, if you take a drink, whatever it is, you also get to pay. It's not free. So that is the members' lounge is outside there. When you need to walk and answer your calls, you do it outside there. This is Senator Maranzo.
I have around for about 3 terms now.
He's my senior. So these are mainly medias that create content online.
Oh, I see.
So we ask them to come into our Parliament so that they can see how we do our
And I wish you well and hope that one day you also come. You can see Parliament has a lot of young people that will get ever left for the speakers. So you are good role models, all of these young people. And you are doing very well and a good job in the National Assembly.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Thank you very much. And all the best as you fight for governor for your next governor.
That's right. See you guys.
of the National Assembly. And now the National Assembly chambers of the US flags are going that way. Let me introduce you to Mheshimiwa Mumbunge. Mheshimiwa Mumbunge is a young legislator. He is elected to represent the people of Manyata constituency in Embu County. He's also the chairperson of the Kenya Young Parliamentarians Association. So, Mheshimiwa Mumbunge, these are people who mainly produce news and content through digital platforms. And I felt that most of the time they don't have information of what is happening in Parliament. And I thought I would invite them over. So please, you may say a word.
Oh, hi guys, how are you? My name is Mumbunge, as you've been told. AKA formerly Kuhithuria. Mimi ni mtu ya kujituma kama nyinyi. And I'm a member of Parliament of Manyata constituency and also the chairman of Kuria. And I'm happy to see you guys. I'm just from a discussion that touches on content creation, because we are looking at content creation as a job. And tomorrow we are actually having the International Labour Day. And we know, even when we are creating content, there is a problem with what people are paid here and what they are paid in the US. So we are looking at a bill to ensure that you guys get more money, so that you can also be buying a steel when you meet us out there. And you can also pay your bills. But this is the real hustle, and we are going to ensure that we work for you guys, not for us. And I want to appreciate, this is my patron in the Kenya Young Parliamentarian, also our very good mentor when it comes to issuing legislation. Anachapa kazi vizuri, anajituma, na you have done good to bring these people here to see what happens. Sababu the news we need out there is the news of what happens around, what young people are doing. We have very many young people around. People don't know we have close to 53 young members that can carry the agenda of the young people as it is today. So, asante sana na fomu.
And this is Mheshimiwa Kathleen Omanyo. She is a women representative of County MP for the people of Kuria. I told you a short of time, but please say hello.
Hi, I can see many young people. I am an outgoing young MP. I believe so. But the creativity in most of you is really amazing. It's my prayer that nobody just uses creativity and don't even feel it. But again, your creativity can create your own private company in a way. Because some of us, like me, have never been employed. This is the first time. But all the way since I was 19, I was a CEO of many other things. So take advantage of your digital technology that you know. Most of us grew up without these gadgets. But now that they are here and you can learn so much as well using them, use them appropriately. The message that you come up with, sometimes it's important that it's unique, even if you're saying the same thing, but the way you put it out there, it says something so palatable. Otherwise, I wish you well.
Thank you very much, Mheshimiwa. So now, maybe
So we want to take a group photo here. So tujipange kulingana na venye na size. Wale wafupi hapa mbele.
Even change language in between. Time is very crucial. Like the house rises or the house begins exactly at 2:30. So exactly at 2:30 it starts. And debate ends at 7 unless someone moves a motion and extends time. But if you have not extended time, no matter what the issue is, you can't extend. So all these rules sometimes complicate things, and sometimes that's why we lose young people around all this. And then you're wondering, why is Mheshimiwa not doing this? Why is Mheshimiwa not doing this? Why this is not happening? This is not happening. They are, and this is not just unique to a parliament. It is what happens to parliament across the globe. Okay, so it's important for us, if you have a dream of participating in politics, you need to understand all these matters. And lastly, young people form 70% of our population, and unfortunately we are not involved, or we don't involve ourselves in these discussions. Before parliament makes any decision, there's something called public participation. But I know when you do public participation, tunaweka advert kwa gazeti, young people wasomi gazeti. Ndio maana tunataka sasa nyinyi siku ya leo mwanze kuwa magazeti yetu. So those matters that you see, don't just post them on TikTok, but discuss them. We'll find a way as parliament for you to channel them to us, so that we discuss matters that affect 70% of our population, because I feel we're not addressing 70% of our population because we don't have a way to reach you. So let's use our channels to reach you, other people. For example, from tomorrow, the Committee of Finance and National Planning is starting an inquiry on those people who have lost money, either through online platforms like M-Pesa, like Equitel, or bank accounts. You know, we've seen people cry and say, mimi account yangu nilikuwa na do alafu nikapata haiko. So we have put out that notice. I'll share it with you. Please tell people to write to us, tell us who has lost money, so that now we have to address, so that we're able to address that issue. We see, is it a law that we need to change? Is it maybe a particular institution that's not doing its work in oversighting or making sure that they protect customers' deposits, so that we solve this problem? So please, I'll share that advert here, so make sure you circulate it, write to us, send us emails, send us WhatsApp messages, tell us those people who have lost money, so that we address this particular matter. Thank you very much, and God bless you. I need to go. So
We need to take a group photo. So we'll also give ladies a chance to come in front.